Welcome to Rauta's politically questionable review. This is not those of political correctness or easy to get hurt because of its kind of a politically sensitive stuff. But here it goes: Goatmoon slash review for Revenge split album called In the Spirit of Ultimate Sacrifice. Now this split release is actually an old release. It's originally from 2008, not 18, and it's been re-released a few times prior to this one. But this is their latest reissue of the album, 2019, 13th of October, and it features, as you can see, some questionable logos and some questionable material, questionable songs, and all that stuff. Now that's pretty much the whole digipack. As you can see, there are quite a few tracks. Let's first go through these ones. These four first tracks are Goatmoon tracks. As you can see, they're per the logo. These are the kind of a studio tracks, if you will. Then some Ride for Revenge studio tracks, followed by live rehearsals from Goatmoon, and then last track, which is more than 20 minutes long, from Ride for Revenge, also live rehearsal tracks. So basically all these are live rehearsal ones, and these ones are the studio ones. What in essence it means that the sound quality and the production is very, very different from the original ones. And that is actually the kind of a thing that you have to understand. These are more or less the tracks that are kind of a bonus tracks, if you will. Consider them more like early demo material when it comes to the sound and production. So they're very, very raw, totally unpolished. They're like rehearsal room recordings, and as such, they are not of good sound quality. Not with really terrific playing. They're kind of a sloppy in so many ways. So what you need to focus here are these tracks, these four Goatmoon tracks and three Ride for Revenge tracks, which are the kind of a steak and potato here on this album. Now, even these 7 tracks here, it's kind of a given thing to say that especially the Goatmoon tracks are not very good production. I mean, the sound quality is quite weak. For example, if you listen to the cymbals, they're kind of a cutting off the edge, which means that the cymbal is like not clearly being played. It's not singing in the terms of how cymbals are used to play. So it seems that like the recording gear maybe, or maybe something happened with the mixing. It's just cutting off the edges, which makes it a little bit annoying to listen to because the cymbals are not freely played. So it's not like the microphones are not working properly. And as a result, it makes this Goatmoon part kind of weak in production. It's not very supportive in the terms of being Goatmoon's more melodic stuff. Now, when it comes to Ride for Revenge, the kind of a raw, primitive, bass-driven sound is very much there. And to be honest, I don't find any complaints there because that's what Ride for Revenge is anyway, be it later release or not. So what to say about this music is that these Goatmoon tracks here are very much what you know, kind of a melodic black metal, not exactly folky black metal like some people like to say, but you have to understand this material is already 11 years old, so it's not like the current state of Goatmoon, but it's melodic, fast-paced, and kind of a raw vocals done there. Showing the potential here clearly, but not exactly the kind of production you would hope for bands like Goatmoon, which are so melodic. It kind of requires more clear and distinctive sound. So in my opinion, they are not very strong tracks on this release anyway. Now, when it comes to Ride for Revenge and it's kind of a buried worshipping type of raw and experimental black metal, I think Ride for Revenge already kind of got into the point where they are still now. They kind of reached their stuff already here. It's very bass driven, very lo-fi recording, but then again very supporting the kind of a material what they're doing. Definitely for marginal audience only, because Ride for Revenge is not exactly mainstream black metal, if any. And as such, I would say Ride for Revenge is the one that dominates here. Also, when we go to the last tracks, which are those live rehearsals, Ride for Revenge is an outro track, which is like some 20 minutes plus. It's not exactly a metal track, but it's more like kind of a power electronics slash noise kind of a buzzing and all kinds of weird sound effects. So it's not a traditional rock or metal track, but it's made for audience who are more ready to kind of go beyond metal, to noise, to power electronics, all kind of a rhythmic trance, weird music, which I don't know even that deeply, so I really cannot comment what's exactly the right genre for it. When it comes to Goatmoon's metal tracks here in the live rehearsal section, they are more like poor man's demo recordings. I mean, you can pretty much understand what they are playing and singing, obviously, but it is only for the dedicated Goatmoon fans who don't mind crappy sounds and somewhat sloppy playing, because it's like live rehearsal. It's like a badly recorded live gig in so many ways. So you have to kind of already know the songs and like them, and no matter what the songwriting or no matter what the actual sound is like, and you know the songwriting, you're pretty cool to go with it. So this is very much like a collector's item in so many ways, not your first Goatmoon or Ride for Revenge CD, because the whole release beyond this actual nice packaging is just very, very mediocre in its style. I think this pales in comparison to so many other Ride for Revenge releases, and I guess the same could be said about Goatmoon here. So if you're already having a full catalog or next to full catalog of both bands, and you want to complement that even further, then this might be worth your money. But if you're new to the bands, new to the genre, definitely skip this one and focus on the actual full-length albums and more specific releases by these bands, I would say. But definitely not for most people in black metal. First of all, it's very controversial, it's very questionable material, and also because it's very poor in production wise. So there you have it. But once again, nice collector's item. Already sold out the previous version, so if in case you're missing this one, now it's out 13th of December 2019, so already available. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Take care.